Hey friends, welcome to another Sunny Song Sunday. I think it's number 13. The road I'm walking on's been getting rough. I think it's time to say enough's enough. There's really only one thing left to do. Leave the dark and let the sun shine through. That's why I'm headed for a sunny place. Feel the love and warmth upon my face. I want to smile big and laugh a lot, and be thankful for the things I've got. Sure it's nice to leave this hectic pace. That's why I'm headed for a sunny place. I won't hop a boat or catch a plane. I sure don't need to drive down A1A. The simple sunny places in my mind. I close my eyes and go there anytime. So now I'm living in a sunny place, feeling love and warmth upon my face. I want to smile big and laugh a lot, and be thankful for the things I got. Sure it's nice to leave that hectic pace. That's why I'm living in a sunny place. Dash between your birth and when you die, it goes by in the blink of an eye. So you can stress and try to get ahead, but in the end we all still wind up dead. That's why I'm living in a sunny place, feeling love and warmth upon my face. I want to smile big and laugh a lot. I finally realize everything I've got. So if you're tired of that hectic pace, come and join me in a sunny place. Yeah, if you're sick of that old rat race, come and join me in a sunny place. Yeah, sunny place. Hopefully the world is a sunny place wherever you're hanging out today. Thank you for spending a little bit of time with me. I had some requests already. I had the general request of playing some Dean songs, which I'm always happy to do. Dean, I'm glad you get to hang out a little bit today. Do this one. I have seen the morning burning golden on the mountains in the sky, aching with the feeling of the freedom of an eagle when she flies, turning on the world the way she smiled upon my soul is silently dying, healing with the colors of the sunshine in the shadows of her eyes, waking in the morning to the feeling of her fingers on my skin, wiping out the traces of the people and the places that I've been, teaching me that yesterday was something that I'd never thought of trying. Talking about tomorrow and the money, love and time we'd have to spend. Loving her was easier than anything I'll ever do again. Coming close together with a feeling that I'd never known before in my time. She ain't afraid to be a woman or afraid to be a friend. And I don't know the answer to the easy way way she opened every door in my mind. Dreaming was as easy as believing it was never gonna end. And loving her was easier than anything I'll ever do again. It's Chris Christopherson there. Yeah, I see Kenneth is on. Hello, Kenneth. Yeah, people got something they want to hear, let me know. I'm just doing my usual stream of consciousness playing. Just around the corner there's heartache. Down the street that losers use. If you can wade in through the teardrops, you'll find me at the home of the blues. I walk and cry while my heart beats keeps time with the drag of my shoes. The sun never shines through this window of mine. It's dark at the home of the blues. This place is filled with the sweetest memories, memories so sweet I could cry. The dreams that I had left me feeling so bad. I just want to give up and lay down and die. So if you just lost your sweetheart and it seems there's no good way to choose, come along with me, misery loves company. You're welcome at the home of the blues. Just around the corner there's heartache. Down the street that losers use. If you can wade in through the teardrops, you'll find me at the home of the blues. Yeah, you're gonna find me at the home of the blues. Some Johnny Cash there, the home of the blues. Check in here, I see Nancy. Hello, Nancy, good to see you. And Dale and Peach are on. Let's see. Ooh. Hey, that sounds like a nice place to be, Dale and Peach. Storms have gone away, and it sounds beautiful. I will play a little Lighten Up for you. I haven't done this song in a while. For anybody that is having a tough day. I kind of needed this one today. I was getting crabby over things that I know better than to get crabby over. I live in this place called the fun side of life, where everyone's having no trouble, no strife. Walking around with a smile on my face, having fun with everyone in this place. Well, you sit there angry with your face in a frown. You're never happy till everyone's down. Blame and complain is all that you do. You should point that finger of blame straight at you and lighten up. Find a smile, put that rotten mood on hold for a while. Come on and join us, we're just having fun. Laughing too loud, never hurting no one. Get yourself out of that rut and lighten up. We might tell a joke and we might laugh too loud, without much regard for your kind of crowd. Having too much fun is our only crime. If you're feeling down, you should try it sometime and lighten up. Find a smile, put that rotten mood on hold for a while. Come on and join us, we're just having fun. Laughing too loud, never hurting no one. Get your life out of that rut and lighten up. Open your eyes, life's passing you by, while you sit there angry, complaining and crying. The fun side of life, it's a choice. So take a look around and enjoy and lighten up. Find a smile, put that rotten mood on hold for a while. Come on and join us, we're just having fun. Laughing too loud, never hurting no one. Get your life out of that rut and lighten up. Lighten up, lighten up. Yeah, lighten up. For Dale and Peach, keeping it light in Flagler Beach, Florida. That is a cool town. See, I don't need that. Dean's got a request, a great Waylon song. And I've told the story about learning this song before, but we were hanging out at this cool little hotel that we stay at in the Dells almost every summer except this summer. And we were hanging out having a couple of pints, and he played this song for me, and that is a cool song. And so sat there with my guitar there in the hotel room and learned it, and I'm glad that I did. It's hard to not sing it a little bit like Waylon, though. She was a flower for the taking, her beauty cut just like a knife. He was a banker from Macon, he swore he'd love her all his life. Built her a mansion on a mountain with a formal garden and a lot of land. That paradise became her prison. That Georgia banker was a jealous man. Every time he talked about her, you could see the fire in his eyes. He'd say, I would walk through hell on Sunday keep my rose in paradise. He hired a man to tend the garden, keep an eye on her while he was gone. Some say they lived together, some say that gardener left alone. Now the banker is an old man, and his mansion's crumbling down. He sits all day and he stares at the garden. Not a trace of her was ever found. Every time he talked about her, you could see the fire in his eyes. He'd say, I would walk through hell on Sunday keep my rose in paradise. Now there's a rose that blooms in the garden. Its beauty cuts just like a knife. Some say it even grows in the wintertime, and it blooms in the dead of night. Some Waylon there for Dean. Rose in Paradise, that's a good one. Hopefully it's sounding okay today. I'm using a different microphone. I'm going to try something a little bit different. It's a big if today, if the piano ends up making it into the show. But yeah, I turned the mic up a little bit because what I tend to do still on the piano is I tend to glance away and look at my hands. And then the microphone I've been using up till now is my all-time favorite microphone, but it it's very directional. So as soon as I look away, you can't hear what I'm singing anymore. I noticed that when I went back and watched a little bit from Wednesday night. So we'll try this one. Hopefully it's coming through okay and it's not blowing anybody away. And this is a song I've been trying to get ready for y'all on the piano, but I'm just not quite brave enough. It's not there yet, but I think it's going to be really cool when it is. I think it's a better piano song than a guitar song, but the mind's ready, but the fingers just aren't quite. Wherever I go, I seem to always find two empty chairs, pointing toward some beautiful scenery like they've always been waiting there. As I take my seat to enjoy the view, I let go of my worries and cares, and picture you there right beside me in that empty chair. Looking out over Lake Superior, coffee in my hand, waiting for the first light of sunrise, my toes in the cold wet sand, thinking about this glorious morning, how perfect it would be as I pull that other chair a little closer and dream you're here with me. Wherever I go, I seem to always find two empty chairs, pointing toward some beautiful scenery like they've always been waiting there. As I take my seat to enjoy the view, I let go of my worries and cares, and picture you there right beside me in that empty chair. I'm driving along the coast of Florida, chasing this dream of mine. I stop for a while out on the beach to soak up the sunshine. To take it all in, I look for a chair and find not one but two. I sit right down there in the surf and save that other chair for you. Wherever I go, I seem to always find two empty chairs, pointing toward some beautiful scenery like they've always been waiting there. As I take my seat to enjoy the view, I let go of my worries and cares, and picture you there right beside me in that empty chair. My life is a collection of dreams and songs, I suppose it'll always be. I'll be chasing the daylight on some new highway, seeing all I can see. I hope for a day when you'll come with me and enjoy this crazy ride. And when we stumble upon a couple of chairs, we'll be sitting there side by side. Wherever I go, I seem to always find two empty chairs, pointing toward some beautiful scenery like they've always been waiting there. As I take my seat to enjoy the view, I let go of my worries and cares, and picture you there right beside me in that empty chair. Wherever I go, I seem to always find two empty chairs. Yeah, two chairs. Well, since we're already all the way up to Lake Superior. Legend lifts on from the Chippewa down to the big lake they call Gitchigumi. The lake it is said never gives up a dead when the skies in November turn gloomy. With a load of iron or 26,000 tons more than the Edmund Fitzgerald weighed empty. The good ship and crew was born to beat you when the gales of November came early. ship was the pride of the American side, coming back from some mill in Wisconsin. His big freighters go, it was bigger than most, with a crew and good captain well seasoned, concluding some terms with a couple of steel firms, left fully loaded for Cleveland. Later that night when a ship's bell rang, could it be the north wind they'd been feeling? The wind in the wires made a tattletale sound, so we broke over the railing. Every man knew, as the captain did too, 'twas the witch of November come stealing. Dawn came late and the breakfast had to wait, as the gales of November came slashing. Afternoon came, it was freezing rain, in the face of a hurricane west wind. Supper time came, the old cook came on deck, saying, fellas, it's too rough to feed you. 11 p.m. the main hatchway caved in, said, fellas, it's been good to know ya. The captain wired in, he had water coming in, the good ship and crew was in peril. Later that night when the lights went out of sight, came the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. Does anyone know where the love of God goes when the waves turn the minutes to hours? The searchers all say they'd have made Whitefish Bay, they put 15 more miles behind her. They might have split up or they might have capsized, may have broke deep and took water. All that remains are the faces and the names, the wives, the sons, and the daughters. In a musty old hall in Detroit, they prayed at the Maritime Sailors Cathedral. The church bells chimed, they rang 29 times for each man on the Edmund Fitzgerald. Lake Huron rolls, Superior sings, the rooms of her ice water mansions. Michigan steams like a young man's dreams, its islands and bays are for sportsmen. Farther below Lake Ontario takes in what Lake Erie can send her. But the iron boats go where the mariners all know what the gales of November remember. And the legend lives on from the Chippewa down to the big lake they call Kitchikumi. Superior, it said, never gives up a dead when the skies of November turn gloomy. Yeah, Gordon Lightfoot there, of course. A chilly and windy Lake Superior song. They're probably already gearing up for that kind of weather in Duluth. I miss being up in Duluth this time of year. The air-conditioned city is, I've heard it referred to. Lake Superior keeps it nice and cool in the summertime. Keeps it pretty cool all year round, but it's nice in the summertime. There's a town in Minnesota where we made our home. Looked so good driving in from wherever we would roam. It's got a real neat feature, its beauty and so much more. There's an instant key to happiness right out our back door. It may be cold and the wind might blow and the winter lasts till May, but but there's a view to get you through and brighten up your day. A glance down at the water is all that it takes. So if you ever find your happiness is at stake, just look at the lake. To stand there on the lake shore as the big ships come and go, that's a sight I know for certain never will get old. Down there in the harbor, the bridge goes up and down. When the longhorn blows, it echoes through the town. It may be cold and the wind might blow and the winter lasts till June, but if you're down, just look around and you might change your tune. A glance down at the water is all that it takes. So if you ever find your happiness is at stake, just look at the lake. Now I've been to the ocean, I've stood there on the sand, felt the water hit my feet as the waves pounded the land. There's something about the ocean, but if you want the truth, I'll take Lake Superior and our view there in Duluth. It may be cold and the wind might blow and the fall comes in July, but there's lots of people smiling and I think I know why. A glance down at the water is all that it takes. So if you ever find your happiness is at stake, just look at the lake. Just look at the lake. Just look at the lake. Yeah, just look at the lake. Oh, hey, Dean, I didn't see your comment about my Two Chairs song. Thank you for that. That means a lot to me. That's one of my favorites that I've written. Well, speaking of something like Lake Superior, this song about the power of water. Something about the sound of that rain falling down can wash away your cares and woes. It's hard to feel mean when the world's so clean, like it spent the day running through the garden hose. But that's just water doing what it ought to, making you feel like the world's brand new. When you wind up looking for a good long while, a chair or two with someone next to you, or the memory of one who makes you smile. Well, that's just water doing what it ought to, making you feel like your life's brand new. When you wind up looking at a sunset feeling like a dream's come true, maybe that's just water doing what it's supposed to do. That sandy beach can seem so out of reach for those of us who live where it's cold. But don't put off the time with that sand, salt and lime till you're wrinkled, gray and old, 'cause you'll miss that water doing what it ought to, making you feel like the world's brand new. When you wind up standing by the ocean feeling like a dream's come true, maybe that's just water doing what it's supposed to do. Yeah, that's just water doing what it's supposed to do. That's just water. Oh, hey, Alfie, I appreciate that. Thank you for being here. I'm going to play Find My Smile just because I kind of need that today, too. So yeah, hopefully this helps a little bit and maybe puts a smile on your face. Sitting at my desk with a stack of bills, wondering if it gets better over the next hill. Life's short on laughter, long on pain. Every day is crunch time, feeling the strain. Deadlines and due dates are running the show. Seems I'm treading water everywhere I go. Wake up in the morning feeling tired, spending my days putting out fires. I need time by the water, time in the sun, not worrying so much about what I'm getting done. Time to enjoy, time to relax, letting those lazy summer days pass. I wanna live life easy for a while. And above all else, I wanna find my smile. A long time ago it seemed the living was good. I took time to play and do the things I should. Now my face is stuck in a permanent frown. Everywhere I look, something's bringing me down. I need time by the water, time in the sun, not worrying so much about what I'm getting done. Time to enjoy, time to relax, letting those lazy summer days pass. I wanna live life easy for a while. And above all else, I wanna find my smile. Seems to be mainly a question of time. Every moment I have is someone else's but mine. I know the only sure thing I got is now. I gotta reclaim it, I think that I know how. Waste some time by the water, time in the sun, not worrying so much about what I'm getting done. Time to enjoy, time to relax, letting those lazy summer days pass. I wanna live life easy for a while. And above all else, I wanna find my smile. I wanna live life easy for a while. And above all else, I wanna find my smile. I wanna find my smile. I wanna find my smile. Yeah, find my smile there for Alfie. You know, that's really all I hope to do with these songs, is to maybe help people feel a little better. I wrote them to help me feel better, and I play them to help me feel better, and it's sort of a bonus if it helps somebody else feel better too. I'm glad that sometimes they have a way of doing that. That's another one, Find My Smile. I've been trying to do that on the piano too, but I'm just not quite there yet. Yes, Tink, I will do those next. She was so much like a lady, so much like a child. A devil when she held me close, an angel when she smiled. She always kept it deep inside, but somehow I always knew she'd go away when the grass turned green and the sky baby blue. Baby blue was the color of her eyes, baby blue, like Colorado skies, like a breath of spring. She came and left, I still don't know why. But here's to you and whoever holds my baby blue tonight. She brought colors to my life that my eyes had never touched. When she taught me how to care, I never cared so much. I try not to think of her, but I fall asleep and do. Drift off where the grass is green and the sky a baby blue. Baby blue was the color of her eyes. Baby blue, like Colorado skies, like a breath of spring she came and left. I still don't know why, but here's to you and whoever holds my baby blue tonight. Baby blue was the color of her eyes. Baby blue, like Colorado skies, like a breath of spring she came and left. I still don't know why, but here's to you and whoever holds my baby blue tonight. Yeah, here's to you and whoever holds my baby blue tonight. That's George Strait there, Baby Blue. I got a better chair. If you were with me, I think it was last Sunday maybe that I tried the piano out for the first time, and I was back in this corner of our house, and I sat for the whole show on a piano bench, and I said that can't ever happen again. I could barely stand up. And so I got a better chair, but it's squeaking on me. I don't know if you can hear that. Now it's not. I fixed it. I got these knobs that I can turn. One on my back, one underneath my butt. I can swivel too. Makes getting harmonicas a little bit easier. Solve many problems. It's the little things, right? All right, song for Tink here. Here tomorrow, where are you going? Do you have some room for me? The night is falling and the dawn is calling. I'll have a new day if she'll have me. Here tomorrow, I can't show you nothing. You've seen it all pass by your door. So many times I said I was changing, then slipped into patterns of what happened before. 'Cause I've been wasted and I've overtasted all the things life gave to me. And I've been trusted, abused and busted, and I've been taken by those close to me. Yeah, tomorrow, you gotta believe me, I'm through wasting what's left of me. Night is falling and the dawn is calling. I'll have a new day if she'll have me. 'Cause I've been wasted and I've overtasted all the things life gave to me. And I've been trusted, abused and busted, and I've been taken by those close to me. Yeah, tomorrow, where are you going? Do you have some room for me? The night is falling and the dawn is calling. I'll have a new day if she'll have me. I'll have a new day if she'll have me. Yeah, Jim Croce there for Tink. What a good song that is. Such a good songwriter. I always feel like this song maybe demands just a tiny bit of explanation if you've never heard me explain it before, but I wrote this as kind of a parody. How sometimes I feel like if we don't understand something, we're afraid to come out and say, you know what? That doesn't seem to make any sense, especially when it comes to art and music. So this is my attempt to dive into that world of metaphorical brilliance. The twilight is aglow with the light of the moon. Sparrows dance in the sunlight from dusk until noon. Friends by the fire are drunk from the glow, while earth looks to heaven for the things we don't know. Floating down the river like clouds in a stream, while rainbows arc over sunsets like dogs in a dream. Sitting on the ceiling staring up at the wall, dodging burning buildings, making sense of it all. Metaphorical nonsense makes a brilliant song. I'll go on about nothing for what seems like too long. People won't understand it, so they'll tell me it's great and fawn all over everything that I create. The silence of the music speaks louder than words, while smoke from the ashes clings to the absurd. Grasshoppers weeping inside their cocoons go skipping through the stardust like purple baboons. Metaphorical nonsense makes a brilliant song. I'll go on about nothing for what seems like too long. People won't understand it, so they'll tell me it's great and fawn all over everything that I create. This is the bridge to my perfect song. Without one of these, they'll say the structure is wrong. It's the part of the song that doesn't quite fit. I'll get back to the good stuff in just a little bit. Fireflies flicker with the light of orange peels, while cats dance the two-step on wings without wheels. Like dew on a lightning bolt, the feathers of time, they ease my soul like the shriek of a mine. Metaphorical nonsense makes a brilliant song. I'll go on about nothing for what seems like too long. People won't understand it, so they'll tell me it's great and fawn all over everything that I create. There's my brilliant song for Tink. Thank you for that request. And thank you for hanging out with me for another Sunny Song Sunday. These are fun for me. And so thank you for making it fun for me. It's fun for me to check in with people and say hi and see people pop up there and take requests and all of that. I think it's really neat. Uh-oh. I was in the midst of saying that, and it looks like I might have... I don't know. Now I'm back. There we go. I don't know if I disappeared on your end, but I disappeared on my end for a second there. I got a request for this good... it's a Jerry Jeff... I think of it as a Jerry Jeff Walker song, but it's really written by a couple of guys, Ian Tyson and Tom Russell. 2 eggs up on whiskey toast, home fries on the side. Wash you down with that truck stop coffee that burns up your insides. Just a Canyon, Colorado diner, and a waitress I did love. Used to sit out back on an old stuffed bear on a worn out Navajo rug. Sit by an old stuffed bear. Aye, 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 Katie. Shades of red and blue. Aye, 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 Katie. Whatever became of the Navajo rug and you? Sitting on the stuffed bear would be kind of funny. Jack the boss, he left at 6 and it was Katie bar the door. She'd take down that Navajo rug and spread it across the floor. I saw the lightning frame the sacred mountains, or the cooing of the turtle doves, all lying next to Katie on that worn-out Navajo rug. Aye, 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 Katie. Shades of red and blue. Aye, 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 Katie. Whatever became of the Navajo rug and you? I saw old Jack about a year ago. He said the place had burnt to the ground. All he said was an old bear tooth, and Katie, she left town. Katie got a souvenir too. Jack smiled as he spit out a big old plug. You should have seen her coming through the smoke, dragging that Navajo rug. Aye, 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 Katie. Shades of red and blue. Aye, 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 Katie. Whatever became of the Navajo rug and you? Every time I cross those sacred mountains, see the lightning jump above. It always takes me back in time to my long-lost Katie love. Everything's moving so fast these days, everybody's on the go. You don't see nothing that lasts anymore like a hand-woven Navajo. Aye, 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 Katie. Shades of red and blue. Aye, 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 Katie. Whatever became of the Navajo rug and you? Yeah, Jerry Jeff Walker there for Tink. Since we're doing good Texas music, Jerry Jeff is a Texas guy. Well, he's not really a Texas. He's a transplant from New York, but he somehow ended up adopting Texas as his second home many years ago. So I always associate him with the Texas music scene, but he's got a very interesting history and biography. If you get a chance to look up his biography, that is worth a read if you're into good music. But another Texas singer-songwriter that I love a lot is Robert Earl Keen. I always kind of picture, Pat Green and Robert Earl Keen and Lyle Lovett and Jerry Jeff Walker and those guys kind of fixtures on the Texas music scene. Lots of good stuff happening musically down there. But I'll probably be thinking of this song this next week as I commute back and forth to Egg Harbor, Wisconsin for my Thursday night show. Excited to go, but excited to come home. I packed my suitcase and I racked my brain. Bought a ticket on a late night train. I took a taxi through the pouring rain. I'm coming home to you. I flew from Boston out to San Jose. Saw our old friends at Monterey Bay. When they asked me if I plan to stay, I said I'm coming home to you. I'm coming home. Made up my mind, it's what I'm gonna do. Can't love nobody on the telephone. I'm coming home to you. They threw a party there from dusk till dawn. Seemed like everybody knows old Sleepy John. He said, next time I come, I better bring you along. I'm coming home to you. Fresh caught salmon on the barbecue. People jamming those all-night blues. Life is good out here in Santa Cruz, but I'm coming home to you. I'm coming home. Made up my mind, it's what I'm gonna do. Can't love nobody on the telephone. I'm coming home to you. I'm feeling better since I got your card. Read it over and over when the road gets hard. Ain't nothing better than your own backyard. I'm coming home to you. I drove way out to God knows where. Come 10:30, there was no one there. They couldn't pay me, but I didn't care. I'm coming home to you. I'm coming home. Made up my mind, it's what I'm gonna do. Can't love nobody on the telephone. I'm coming home to you. I packed my suitcase and I racked my brain. Bought a ticket on a late night train. I took a taxi through the pouring rain. I'm coming home to you. Yeah, Robert Earl Keen. Pumped up for a big softball game, Scott. That sounds fun. I'm not sure I've got a good pump up for a big softball game song. I picture beer drinking songs when I picture playing softball. I don't know if you're in a beer drinking league or if you're in a serious playing league. I'm going to assume the beer drinking league until you tell me otherwise. That was the only kind of softball I ever played as an adult, was the beer drinking kind. And I'm not very good at playing softball. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. All you need is a 10 and a 5-er, car and a key and a sober driver. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. Okay, a fun league. This seems like a good pre-softball game song. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. All you need is a 10 and a 5-er, car and a key and a sober driver. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. Couple of frat guys from Abilene. They drove out all night to see Robert Earl Keen. The K-Pig swine and soiree dance. They wore baseball hats, khaki pants. They wanted cigarettes, but to save a little money, they got one off a hippie that smelled kind of funny. And next thing you knew, they were both pretty hungry and plenty thirsty too. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. All you need is a 10 and a 5-er, car and a key and a sober driver. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. Found a sign, said their beer was coldest, so they sent in Brad, cause he looked the oldest. He got a case of beer in a candy bar, walked over to where all the registers are, laid his fake ID on the countertop. Clerk looked, he turned, he looked back and stopped, said, boy, I ain't gonna call the cops, but I am gonna keep this phony card. The guys both took it pretty hard. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. Oh, how happy we would be if we only brought a better fake ID on a B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. Well, they found another hippie named Sleepy John, who said he was the one from the Robert Earl song. They gave him all their cash. He bought him brews. It was a beautiful day out in Santa Cruz. Feeling so good it should have been a crime. The crowd was cool and the band was prime. They made it back up front just in time to sing with all their friends. The road goes on forever and the party never ends. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. All we need is a 10 and a 5-er, car and a key and a sober driver. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. Yeah, B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. There's Todd Snyder, beer run. How does that work, Scott? Is that an okay getting ready for a softball game? That seemed to be the main purpose of it with the guys that I would sub and play with from time to time. There were a couple of curling friends that played softball in the summer times. We'd curl together in the winter, and then they'd all play softball, so they'd call me if they needed somebody to fill in. I assume I had to be really, really low on the list of people that they might call to fill in. Oh, Dale, Peach, I can do that one for you. You're right, it is. I was going to do a different beer song, but I'll do this beer song. Because I'm headed up to the place where where I pretend that this song is written about in my introduction. Everybody's probably heard it, but when I'm on the road and I'm playing for people, I tell them that I wrote this song based on a study that I read about on the internet. And in this study, people had done the best job they could of keeping track of the last things that people say right before they die. And they did it for so long that they were finally able to sort through all the data and come up with the most common last words heard in each state around the country. And this song is based on the most common last words heard up in my home state of Wisconsin, which happened to be, "Hold my beer, watch this." Well, hold my beer, watch this. This is something you ain't gonna wanna miss. I always look both ways and never run with a knife. I've been way too careful all of my life, but I got a bunch of fireworks and loaded up the guns. Got a keg of brew, it's time to have some fun, so hold my beer, watch this. This is something you ain't gonna wanna miss. Better look quick, cause it won't happen twice. I'm tired of being responsible, intelligent, and nice, so hold my beer, watch this. This is something you ain't gonna wanna miss. I work really hard at being good every day. It's time to take a chance, maybe throw it all away. See that gang of biker dudes looking for a fight. I'm gonna kiss the biggest one and run for my life, so hold my beer, watch this. This is something you ain't gonna wanna miss. Better look quick, cause it won't happen twice. I'm tired of being responsible, intelligent, and nice, so hold my beer, watch this. This is something you ain't gonna wanna miss. I'm gonna juggle chainsaws and tease grizzly bears, hang scorpions from all my body hairs, wrestle alligators, play Russian roulette. If that sounds dangerous, you ain't seen nothing yet, so hold my beer, watch this. This is something you ain't gonna wanna miss. Better look quick, cause it won't happen twice. I'm tired of being responsible, intelligent, and nice, so hold my beer, watch this. This is something you ain't gonna wanna miss. Hold my beer, watch this, for Dale and Peach. All right, now I'll do the other one. Yes, Scott, when we were in Duluth, that was when they passed the law to let liquor stores open up on Sundays, kind of halfway or so through our 7 years up there. But until that point, if we wanted some beer for the Packer game or for a football game or whatever, we'd have to drive over to Superior. I saw a guy on TV that seemed to have it all, dancing on the beach with women, having a ball. He was a studly dude with an enormous smile, but it was the beer he drank that drove the women wild. I think I saw my calling like a light came on. I've been lost and struggling for oh so long. I don't know the particulars, but I'm gonna try to live like that suave beer commercial guy. I'll get the same results that he gets when I drink that stuff. You'd think 1 or 2 beers ought to be enough. I can't wait to try now, it's official. I'm gonna live my life like a beer commercial. Got to the beach in the morning and put down my chair. Turned up the Night Ranger, put gel in my hair. I cracked my first cold one, waiting to see a stampede of ladies wiggling round me. Now my expanding gut and his tank top tan shouldn't subtract from from the coolness of this beer can. It's been a couple hours, it ain't like the TV, but I think I saw a couple women pointing at me. I don't get the results I should get when I drink this stuff. You think 6 or 7 beers ought to be enough? I'm gonna keep trying though, it's official. I'm living my life like a beer commercial. I wore a tight Speedo stuffed with a sock, but see, all the ladies did was sit around and mock me. I asked a friend why they treat me like a runt. It turns out I guess I'm supposed to put the sock in front. I don't get the results I should get when I drink this stuff. You think 22 beers ought to be enough? I'm gonna keep trying though, it's official. I'm living my life like a beer commercial. By the time the sun was setting, I had passed out twice. Was sunburned as a lobster and didn't look nice. Now I'm sitting here wondering where I went wrong. Perhaps the wrong kind of beer or this leopard print thong. I don't get the results I should get when I drink this stuff. You think 47 beers ought to be enough? No matter what I try, I guess it's official. I can't live my life like a beer commercial. No, my life ain't nothing like a beer commercial. Yeah, like a beer commercial. Have fun with that one too. All right, well, I decided I'm going to go for it today, even though I wasn't quite feeling up to it earlier. Hey, hey, good looking, what you got cooking? How's about a cooking something up with me? Say, hey, sweet baby, don't you think maybe we could find us a brand new recipe? I got a hot rod, Ford, and a $2 bill. I know a spot right over the hill. Soda pop and the dancing is free. If you wanna have fun, come along with me. Hey, good looking, what you got cooking? How's about a cooking something up with me? Well, I'm free and I'm ready. Maybe we could go steady. How's about a saving all your time for me? No more looking, I know I've been tooking. Maybe we can make steady company. I'm gonna throw my day book over the fence. Buy me one for 5 or 10 cents. I'll keep it till it's covered with age. I'm writing your name down on every page. Hey, good looking, what you got cooking? How's about a cooking something up with me? How's about a cooking something up with me? Yeah, Hank Williams there, of course. Oh, Dale and Peach, I hope that's not a request. I hope you're just referring to me as a man who is playing the piano. Yeah, I'm not quite ready for any Any Billy Joel yet? Ooh, jambalaya. Give me one to ponder, jambalaya, and I might be able to try it on here. Thank you, Judy. If you were to wake up and I were beside you, would you gently smile, dear, and whisper my name? And would you remember the way that I held you? And would you want me to hold you again? Time reaches to you just like a willow, bends to the water and clings to the shore. There was a time, dear, that once you did love me. There was a time you loved me no more. Thank you, Nancy. Rain on your window and light on your pillow. The way you lie sleeping, is it like before? There was a time, dear, that once you did love me. And there was a time you loved me no more. That's Lie, I Love It right there. Ooh, I like that song a lot. Jambalaya. Boy, I kind of want to go for it. Goodbye, Joe. Me gotta go, me oh my ho. Me gotta go, Port Piero, gonna buy you. My Yvonne, the sweetest one, oh me oh my ho. Son of a gun, gonna have big fun on the bayou. Jambalaya and a crawfish pie and a Philly gumbo. 'Cause tonight I'm gonna see my share of me ho. Pick guitar, fill fruit jar, and me gay ho. Son of a gun, gonna have big fun on the bayou. Thibodeau and a Fontenot and the place is buzzing. Kinfolk come to see Yvonne by the dozen. Dress in style, oh hog wild, me on my ho. Son of a gun, gonna have big fun on the bayou. Jambalaya and a crawfish pie and a Philly gumbo. 'Cause tonight I'm gonna see my share of me ho. Pick guitar, fill fruit jar, and big a ho. Son of a gun, gonna have big fun on the bayou. Jambalaya and a crawfish pie and a Philly gumbo. Tonight I'm gonna see my share of me ho. Pick guitar, fill fruit jar, and make a ho. Son of a gun, gonna have big fun on the bayou. Son of a gun, gonna have big fun on the bayou. There you go, Scott. There's jambalaya. And I'm very, very happy to tell you That is my first ever request on the piano. Except, maybe somebody's saying, can you please not play that same thing over and over again? That's really cool. I'm going to remember that. Jambalaya, first ever piano request. That's going to make me brave, and I might be sorry about this. But I've been trying to have at least one song on the piano ready for every live stream that I have never played before. And this song is a dream, like kind of bucket list piano song for me. Because my dad was a big Bob Seger fan. And I always picture this song for some reason when I think of him listening to Bob Seger. And my right hand isn't quite up to the piano solo yet. But someday. It seemed like yesterday. It was long ago. Jane is lovely, she was a queen of my nights. There in the darkness with the radio playing low, and the secrets that we shared, mountains that we moved, caught like a wildfire burning out of control, till there was nothing left to burn and nothing left to prove. And I remember what she said to me, how she swore that it never would end. Remember how she held me oh so tight. Wish I didn't know now what I didn't know then. Against the wind, we were running against the wind. Young and strong, we were running against the wind. The years rode slowly past. I found myself alone, caught like surrounded by strangers I thought were my friends. Found myself further and further from my homeland. I guess I lost my way. There were oh so many roads. I was a living, a running, to live. Never worried about pain or even how much I owe. Moving 8 miles a minute for months at a time, breaking all the rules that were bent. And I find myself just searching for shelter again and again. Against the wind, with some against the wind, found myself seeking shelter against the wind. Oh, those drifters' days are past me now. So much more to think about. Deadlines and commitments. What to leave in, what to leave out. Against the wind, still running against the wind. I'm holding now, but still running against the wind. I'm holding now, but still running against the wind, against the wind, still running against the wind, running against the wind. There we go, some Bob Seger. It was funny. I had a good friend come over yesterday, and we were drinking some beer, and he was recording a part that he wanted to work on his bass. He's a really good bass player, and it was funny because I could watch his reaction. Like it was a tough song. I had not heard the song before, but the bass part was crazy, and he was just flying on this bass. I mean, he can really play. And he would get to a part and he would screw it up, and I could see the look on his face, and and it's the same thing I was telling him, like when I do this and I'm not looking and I hit a wrong note, it's like somebody kind of punches you in the gut a little bit. Oh, but thank you for bearing with me. This is I love to play the piano, and it's honestly something I've wanted to do for so long. don't pay attention and don't use my head, I end up fighting off the demons that I thought were dead. Pretty soon darkness is all I see, but someone told me someday it would set me free. They said leave a little room and let the sun shine through. Watch how a little grabs a hold of you. Next thing you know, there's nothing you can't do if you leave a little room and let the sun shine through. It can be so easy to fill up your day, pack it full of trouble and be on your way. But carrying that burden is a heavy load, dragging it behind you on an uphill road. So leave a little room and let the sun shine through. Watch how a little grabs a hold of you. Next thing you know, there's nothing you can't do if you leave a little room and let the sun shine through. It helps to look upward when you're feeling down. Grab a little hold and climb to higher ground. Doesn't matter how you do it, find a place to start. A little ray of sun can open up your heart. So leave a little room and let the sun shine through. Watch how a little grabs a hold of you. Next thing you know, there's nothing you can't do if you leave a little room and let the sun shine through. Leave a little room and let the sun shine through. Watch how a little grabs a hold of you. Next thing you know, there's nothing you can't do if you leave a little room and let the sun shine through. Leave a little room and let the sun shine through. Yeah, leave a little room. There's my piano original. Like I said, I got a couple others that are kind of close for public consumption as piano originals, but they're not quite there yet. And this is one, I think I played this one last Wednesday, and this is another one that I think about listening to as a kid. My dad had all of the Bob Seger and the Silver Bullet Band records on vinyl, and they'd sit out. He had this huge record cabinet that would sit, and his turntable was on it, and his speakers were on either side, and it was packed. It was full. Like sometimes you'd pull a record out, and it was hard to get it back in. But then he had another big stack, probably about like that, however many LPs would fit into like this wide, that he would leave out, and those would lean against the wall next to the cabinet, and those were like the ones that got a lot of play. So there's usually some Bob Seger and the Silver Bullet Band amongst those. The gypsy wind is blowing warm tonight. The sky is starlit and the time is right. Still you're telling me you have to go. Before you leave, there's something you should know, yeah. Some you should know, babe. I've seen you smiling in the summer sun. I've seen you longing flying when you run. I made my mind up, girl, it's meant to be. Someday, lady, you'll accompany me. Someday, lady, you'll accompany me. Where the rivers meet the sound and sea. You're high above me now, you're wild and free. Oh, someday, lady, you'll accompany me. Some people say that love's a losing game. You start with fire, but you lose the flame. The ashes smolder, but the warmth soon gone. You'll end up cold and lonely on your own. I take my chances, babe, I'll risk it all. I'll win your love or I'll take the fall. I made my mind up, girl, it's meant to be. Someday, lady, you'll accompany me. Someday, lady, you'll accompany me. It's written down somewhere, it's got to be. I feel it in my soul, it's meant to be. Oh, someday, lady, you'll accompany me. Someday, lady, you'll accompany me. Where the rivers meet the sound and sea. You're high above me now, you're wild and free. Oh, someday, lady, you'll accompany me. one more Bob Seger there. You'll accompany me. All right, one more, and then we'll get back to safer ground with the guitar. It used to seem to me that life went on too fast. You had to take it slowly to make the good parts last. But when you're born to run, it's hard to just slow down. But don't be surprised to see me back in the bright part of town. Be back in the high life again. All the doors are closed one time, will open up again. Be back in the high life again. All the eyes that watched me once will smile and take me in. I'll drink and dance with one hand free and let the world back into me. Oh, I'll be a sight to see back in the high life again. Used to be the best, making life be life to me. I hope that you're still out there and you're like you used to be. We'll have ourselves a time and dance till the morning sun. Let the good times come in, we won't stop until they're done. Be back in the high life again. All the doors are closed one time, will open up again. Be back in the high life again. All the eyes that watched me once will smile and take me in. We'll drink and dance with one hand free and have the world so easily. Oh, I'll be a sight to see back in the high life again. Steve Winwood there, kind of filtered through Warren Zevon. All right, well, thank you for indulging me for some piano tunes. Sorry about that. I'm supposed to not turn it on before I plug it in. And I see Nancy's on here, so I'm going to do a song for Nancy. Hi, Laura. You snuck in there, too. Mother, mother ocean, I heard you call. I wanted to sail upon your water since I was 3 feet tall. You've seen it all. You've seen it all. Looks like there was a puppy sighting. She walked back here. That's awesome. Watch the man who rode you switch from sails to steam. In your belly you hold the treasure few have ever seen. Most of them dreams, most of them dreams. Yes, I am a pirate, 200 years too late. The cannons don't thunder, there's nothing to plunder. I'm an over 40 victim of fate, arriving too late, arriving too late. And I've done a bit of smuggling, and I've run my share of grass. I made enough money to buy my hand in, but I pissed it away so fast. Never meant to last. Never meant to last. And I have been drunk now for over 2 weeks. Passed out and I rallied and I sprung a few leaks. But I gotta stop wishing, gotta go fishing down a rock bottom again with just a few friends. With just a few friends. And I go for younger women. I lived several a while. Though I ran them away, they come back one day. I still can manage a smile. It just takes a while. It just takes a while. Mother, Mother Ocean, after all the years I have found, my occupational hazard be. My occupation's just not around. I feel like I'm drowned, but I won't wear a frown. I feel like I'm drowned, gonna head uptown. Jimmy Buffett there for Nancy. Yeah, Scott, you're not the first one to say that Buffett's new record is a good one. I maybe should grab it before I go and have a little road trip music to play. But yeah, I've heard really good things about it. Just dawned on me that I have not played a single John Prine song today. I don't know if that's ever happened before. So I'll correct that quick. Cafe was closing on a warm summer night. Kathy was cleaning the spoons. The radio played hit parade, and I hummed along with the tune. She asked me to change the station. She said the song just drove her insane. It weren't just the music playing, it was me she was trying to blame. And the sky is black and still now, on a hill where the angels sing. Ain't it funny how an old broken bottle looks just like a diamond ring, but it's far, far from me. I leaned on my left leg in the parking lot dirt. Kathy was closing the lights. The June bug flew from a warmth he once knew, and I wished for once I weren't right. We used to laugh together, and we danced to any old song. Now you know she still laughs with me, but she waits just a second too long. And the sky is black and still now, on the hill where the angels sing. Ain't it funny how an old broken bottle looks just like a diamond ring, but it's far, far from me. I started the engine and I gave it some gas. Kathy was closing her purse. We hadn't gone far in my beat-up old car, and I was prepared for the worst. Will you still see me tomorrow? She said, no, I got too much to do. A question ain't really a question if you know the answer to. And the sky is black and still now, on a hill where the angels sing. Ain't it funny how an old broken bottle looks just like a diamond ring, but it's far, far from me. Yeah, John Prine. Yes, Nancy, I'm headed to Wisconsin. But for you, I am headed to the wrong side of Wisconsin. There's no wrong side of Wisconsin. No, that show that I have Thursday night in Door County is that's going to happen. And so I am commuting from Knoxville, Tennessee to Door County. That's a long drive, but I've done that show. This will be my 22nd year in a row, and I don't want to miss it. And it got kind of awkward, you know, when all of this happened with COVID. I usually play at another place in Door County, and he canceled his music right away, which I guess is, you know, that was it was good from the standpoint that I knew, right? It was like I was sad to not play there, but I kind of knew. And so then I thought, wow, maybe I should hold off because I don't know what's going to happen. And, you know, kind of the summer started sort of falling apart. The show is Thursday. And so, you know, we were kind of debating back and forth because Door County had canceled the first half of all of their Egg Harbor is the place I'm playing, Egg Harbor Business Association. And they had canceled all of the first half of their concerts in the park for the summer. And it was sort of a wait and see. And then they had the first one booked, I think it was the 9th or whatever week that was after the 4th of July. And then they canceled that one. And then I thought, wow, you know, there were only 3 weeks until mine. And so I didn't want to try to book anything else and then have to cancel it. And we thought about, well, maybe we'll just go up as a family. And so we're still kind of kicking around different ideas. But the point is that I didn't book anything else. So I'm just going to head for Door County and then head for home, which is not ideal. But that's kind of the way I think it's going to have to be this year. But the good news in all of this is that Wednesday night, I am working on, you know, I usually do a live stream, and I've got some good friends that are hard at work, and we're trying to find a cool location to do the live stream somewhere between here and Door County on Wednesday night. So keep you posted. It would be a lot closer to Door County than to Knoxville. But we're still up in the air about that, waiting to hear back from a potential place that we could do a fun live stream. But it'd be cool to include some folks in that and kind of put on a little concert and then also send it out to everybody else. So we'll see if that can come together, but I will definitely let people know. This road takes me back to that Metallica show. I wrecked a car in the rain on my way home. Just 17, going on 25, trying to take on the world, so full of life. Driving back after late nights with lovers and friends, living like we thought those days couldn't end. This road took me home as a college kid. I could do that drive in my sleep, I bet sometimes I did. Through all of the good times and all of the bad, these roads connect me to that life that I had. Driving them now, looking back on my past, on things that I missed, things I'm glad didn't last. Just like an old song that takes me back when it plays, I'm reliving my life, driving well-worn highways. then later on, my guitar and me, up and down these same roads, chasing a dream. Or home late at night after a show at a bar, dreaming about being a rock and roll star. Through all of the good times and all of the bad, these roads connect me to that life that I had. Driving them now and looking back on my past, on things that I missed, things I'm glad didn't last. Just like an old song that takes me back when it plays, I'm reliving my life, driving well-worn highways. I'm back on these roads with kids in car seats, gray in my beard, their toys at my feet. I'm going a lot slower, but I don't even care. Every exit I pass takes me back there, to all of the good times and all of the bad. These roads connect me to that life that I had. Driving them now, looking back on my past, on things that I missed, things I'm glad didn't last. Just like an old song that takes me back when it plays, I'm reliving my life, driving well-worn highways, driving well-worn highways, down these well-worn highways. Yeah, well-worn highways. That's what's coming up this week. It's funny, all of a sudden on Wednesday, Facebook, at least on my iPad, I've got my iPad over here so I can see who's watching and checking in, and I've got my phone over here, just depending on which way I'm looking. My iPad started doing closed captioning, and it's keeping up, like right now. It's keeping up with me. It's pretty impressive, but I must not enunciate well, because instead of well-worn highways, it said Wilburn highways, which I thought was funny. But thank you so much for being with me for another Sunny Song Sunday. Like I said, I will let you know about Wednesday night. Hopefully that's going to happen, and I will let you know where and when. Well, it'll be here on Facebook unless you are in Wisconsin. But otherwise, I'll see you back here on Sunday. I should make it back in time for Sunny Song Sunday number 14, which will be coming up next week. But thanks so much for hanging out with me, and I appreciate all the requests and checking in, and also let me play some piano for you too. I know that that's a little bit choppy and rusty, but it means a lot to me that I can play that and that people would stick around. So until either Wednesday or Sunday, I'll play a goodbye song here, and have a great rest of your day and a good beginning to your week, and I'll see you soon. Outside in the harbor, ships are fast asleep. Maybe one cold watchman walks a lonely beat, way out on the water. A ship is under sail, leaving wavy starlight, a dreamer in its trail. And I wave bye-bye, and I pray Godspeed, and I wish you lovely weather and more luck than you'll need. We only sail in circles, so there's no need to cry. I'll see you again someday, and then I'll wave bye-bye. Oh, thank you all. Kenneth and Kevin and Alfie and Nancy. Thank you guys. That sailing ship reminds me of a certain girl who left a certain dreamer to sail into her world. I have a very friendly postcard from very far away. But reading it reminds me of a certain day when I waved bye-bye and I prayed Godspeed, and I wished you lovely weather and more luck than you'll need. We only sail in circles, so there's no need to cry. I'll see you again someday, and then I'll wave bye-bye. We only sail in circles, but there's no need to cry. I'll see you again someday, and then I'll wave bye-bye. I'll see you again someday, and then I'll wave bye-bye. Some Jimmy Buffett there. Thank you again so much for hanging out with me. I'll see you back here either Wednesday night or next Sunday. Goodbye.